exposing the criminal activities of the fake Vine Street Media Group. Charles Winters, Charles Theodore Winters, WebFX artist, Chuck Winters scam artist, con man, robber and villain. Presenting the Charles Winters tech blackmail scam. Over 10 years scamming and blackmailing victims, offering fake tech services. Enough is enough. The Charles Winters tech blackmail scam has gained notoriety on the internet over the past 10 or so years. The criminal behind the scam and the blackmail that goes with it is an obese, ugly, mid-50s Caucasian man who calls himself Charles Theodore Winters, also Chuck Winters or Charles Winters. Reports of his web design and tech support scams are recorded on the internet as far back as 2008, in which a large number of victims complained about his ripoffs and blackmail revenge. DigitalPoint.com has over 40 complaints against scammer and robber Charles Winters, dating as far back as 2008. RipoffReport.com also reports a gazillion complaints against this merciless scammer, Charles Winters. His despicable underworld exploits, which include robbing clients through check fraud, unauthorized electronic payments, cash advance, blackmailing, threats of violence, hijacking websites and YouTube channels are well documented. How scammer Charles Winters operates his fraud schemes. The crook, Charles Winters, advertises his services on Craigslist, Facebook and on his own fraudulent website, the so-called VineStreetMediaGroup.com. Fraudulent Charles Winters' fake contacts include the scamming phone number 310-651-1925, fraudulent email addresses from free services, webfxartist@gmail.com, and moonstarmediagroup@gmail.com. He has no official email address with his domain name, because he is a fraud and pathological liar. He is not qualified in technology, he is a mere high school dropout. After weaving his web of lies, the victims are made to pay for his services, expecting professional results. The despicable scammer Charles Winters usually gives his victims a competitive quote, far lower than the industry rates. After all, he knows too well that he is scamming, and no amount is too little for his greedy, criminal intentions. What happens when you hire the crook? Scam artist Charles Winters will ask you to pay upfront, or a reasonable deposit. He accepts checks, cash, PayPal and Cash Apps. However, he prefers cash as his safety net, because he knows it is very difficult to trace the cash to him after you discover you were scammed. He also comes up with fake claims that his wallet was stolen, to make you pay him cash faster. As soon as he gets your cash, he goes into your work, website, server, or a YouTube channel and starts messing everything up. You soon realize that your site or page is dysfunctional and even worse than before. When you contact him, he assures you that he is going to fix the problem. He then starts to add more demands. He wants more money to purchase updated software, add-ons, functions, galleries, and more. He also blames the problems on your programmers, your tech team, a bad script, and more excuses. He pressures you for more money than agreed upon. When you refuse to add him more money, he calls you nasty names, curses like a sailor, and is as profane as Satan himself. He is a psycho and sociopath, devoid of any human feelings or empathy. He gets high from scamming people. What about phone calls? After he messes up your work, he also refuses to take your calls. He stops responding to your emails and disappears completely. If you manage to send him a message threatening to sue him, he will totally expose his true criminal colors. That's when the blackmailing starts. He demands for more money from you, and threatens to destroy your work if you don't pay more. One victim had this to say: "This guy is a holy terror to a lot of people I know. He has made threats against me, and I know of some females he stalks and threatens. Pretty much everything that everyone is saying about Chuck Winters is true. He's a menace to society." Report number 1,056,031, submitted on Monday, June 3, 2013, at ripoffreport.com. Disgraceful scammer Charles Winters blackmails his victims by posting false negative reviews about their companies, pretending to be a disgruntled customer. He does this when confronted about his fraud. That's how low he can stoop. Con artist Charles/Chuck Winters thinks he's the voice. He pretends to rub shoulders with the rich and famous of Hollywood, yet he is a vagabond homeless crook living on the streets of Los Angeles. Everything on his website is fake. He is a despicable liar and pervert. The glamour he presents on his website is all fake, a non-existent fantasy. He makes up this Hollywood dream to make victims believe he is real and well qualified to do tech jobs. Los Angeles is growing exhausted by this guy. Too many people are learning about him being a crook. He takes credit for other people's work, he steals also. I have seen him do very little work and then take credit for the finished product. This is true, another victim complained. Low-life Charles Winters has been scamming people all over the US and abroad for over a decade. Victims have lost money, companies, and reputations as a result of this wicked man with no conscience. He is a psycho, stalker and sociopath. Unfortunately, he has not been arrested and prosecuted for his crimes. We diss Charles Winters, internet scammer, fake programmer, robber and fraud. It's time to stop the Charles Winters tech blackmail scam. Have you been scammed or blackmailed by Charles Theodore Winters, or Chuck Winters, after he messed up your work and took off with your hard-earned cash? Is he pressuring you for more money after he destroyed your work, files, website, or videos? Has he posted revenge reviews about you or your company, pretending he was a dissatisfied customer? Stop the crook now. Act now. File a report now. Call the Los Angeles District Attorney at 323-226-8955. File a report with the FBI at www.ic3.gov/complaint. Email us or send a comment. Please like and share this video. Thanks for watching.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop.